Live from Comiskey Park in Chicago. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
2023 Chicago White Sox.
Just about set to go now. And getting the start for the White Sox, Richard Donovan. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, this guy lives and dies with his slider, and it's a good one. Most guys, they're working off of their fastball, but he's backwards a little bit, works off the slider, and then when the fastball comes, it can add a little velocity in terms of perception when guys are used to seeing that off-speed pitch. When it's right, really tough to hit, even if you guess it's coming, because it's breaking two planes, horizontal and vertical.
And he deals. And he drops it down the third baseline. And it goes just foul. Here comes the 0-1. And that's through there for a strike.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
The pitch. And a ground ball to first, and foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And now 1-2. And the slider just misses.
It's a good take.
And now it's 3-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Stepping in, number 10. That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with two strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a guy who's got decent pop.
There's a strike. Next pitch misses outside, and it's 2-1.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
And that's outside. Frank Robinson waiting to hit for Toronto. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Frank Robinson stands in here, takes ball one low. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
That's strike three and the third out. So we take a break. Nothing across, no hits, no errors, and one left on. Now it's the White Sox turn. It's a scoreless ball game. Back here at Comiskey Park. And on the hill here today, Ken Hunt. What do we have on him?
He's a guy that's going to come right after hitters. I mean, he's not trying to fool them. He's going to pitch to contacts, not worry about it. He trusts his defense behind him. And he's not going to mess around with a whole bunch of different offerings. Only 3 pitches in the repertoire. So he knows he'll have to work in all 3 effectively and probably pitch backwards sometimes just to make sure this lineup isn't picking up on too many patterns.
And now Luis Aparicio. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. And the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And strike 2.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. One and 2 now. Got him. And 1 out now. Now it's the second baseman, Nelly Fox. He swings and fouls 1 off. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. To the right side. Sneaks through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
1 gone, runner at first. And here's the rookie center fielder, Jim Landis.
He's going.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch. That's a strike. 0-2.
Oh, and you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
Next offering misses, and the count's even at 2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Post has a beat on it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Batting fourth.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take, with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that fly a long way. But you can't get too big in your swing, otherwise you'll be really frustrated after this one.
Fox off of first with 2 away. Next offering is down low.
1-1.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Well, he might have to look for a different put away pitch right here 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Kicks and deals. And it's filled up.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
So first and second with 2 outs. Number 10 steps to the plate for the White Sox. In the air out towards right center. Number 28 on the move to the gap. Great effort as he's able to haul it in, and that is that. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. Back here at the ballpark, now it's the rookie first baseman, Gordon Coleman.
Gordon Coleman.
Here comes a pitch. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And the 1-0 misses low.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
The wind and the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Smith makes the play, and there's 1 down.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter,
Jerry Lynch getting ready to hit. There's the strike. No score here in the second. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Ripped towards third. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
batting seventh, the left fielder, Wally Post.
And stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Wally Post. Pitch misses inside. 1-0.
1-0.
High fly ball down the left field line. Smith puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back to Comiskey Park. We head to the bottom of the second. And the batter now, Billy Goodman. And the right-hander back to work. And that one almost got him. Next pitch is outside.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. On the ground, right side, and that squirts through. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Nice job keeping it fair as he turned on it down the line, and once it got through the infield, it was a double all the way. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And up next for Chicago, Al Smith. And that one fouled off. Goodman at second with nobody out. base hit. That was smoke through the infield. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Batting in, the designated hitter,
Number 17 steps to the plate for the White Sox. Outfield playing pretty shallow. First offering misses the mark. Runners on the corners, no outs. Next offering is in for a strike. In the air, left field. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. And now it's 1-2. In the dirt, but kept close.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Now at the plate, Jim Rivera. There's a strike.
No ball, one strike.
First and third, one down. Next pitch is inside. Ball one.
One ball, one strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2 stays alive. And the next pitch is way outside. Upstairs. Luis Aparicio in the on-deck circle for the White Sox. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big two-out at bat coming up now.
So up next for Chicago, Luis Aparicio. Struck out swinging his first time. In there, and it's 0-1. Two on, two outs. On the ground, right side. Oh, nice stop at first. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself, waves the pitcher off, and continues to run into the dugout.
On to the third inning. And now for the Jays, number 13.
Number 13.
Donovan back to work. In for a strike. 0-1. And that one missing low.
1-1.
That misses the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Hard hit right side. Slings to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting none. The catcher, Johnny Edwards.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Johnny Edwards. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
The 1-1. And a strike in there. Top of the third, no score. On the ground to short, Aparicio. Tosses to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
The batter, number 21.
At the plate, Chacon. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Chacon, in his rookie season, 24 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2025. First pitch just misses. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, and we are still scoreless. Welcome back. Now the number 2 hitter, Nelly Fox.
The second baseman, Nelly Fox.
The wind of the pitch. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And the 0-1.
That's the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one wrapped foul. The pitch. Way inside, gets out of the way. Bounce to the right. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
The seventh fielder, number 1, Jerry Landis.
And now the center fielder, Jim Landis. He's 0 for 1. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. The 1-1. Outside.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Okay.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Runner on the go. And a foul ball. Pickoff move to first, and he's back in easily. Righty delivers. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Ow!
Well, I really didn't expect him to try to steal second base because he had a very standard lead at best. If you're going to try to get there safely, you've got to get more on that lead. You've got to get a better jump. That was the difference between being safe and out.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Late swing, foul to the left. Started to go after it. Now we'll look down to third, and he went around, according to Patrick Johnson. On to the fourth, still scoreless. Start of the fourth, and now for the Jays, number 10.
The shortstop, number 10.
The right-hander back to work. And the pitch a little bit low, ball one. On the corner at the knees for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Slow roller to first, and he grabs it in foul ground. The Jays yet to pick up a hit here. Liner, and oh, that got him. He is safe. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boo.
And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Frank Robinson. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that's downstairs and outside. The 1-0. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Ow!
Well, they tried to press their luck a little after having just picked up their first hit of this ball game. So that caught stealing kind of stinks. Can't blame them for trying to get something going offensively, but so far it's just not happening for these guys.
Good eye in that spot.
2-1.
Towards first, and that chance handled. And that is that. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. We're tied, 0-0. Back here at Comiskey Park, ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the White Sox catcher, number 10. The wind of the pitch. Lifted in the air, right field. Robinson moving under this one. Hauls it in for the out.
Now back, the third baseman,
Billy Goodman steps to the plate for the White Sox. Doubled his first time up. And ball one. That one not close. And the count is 2-0.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And there's a ball.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And now a full count.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a pitch. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 out.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
And next to hit for the Sox, Al Smith. Single to right at his first trip. Splits the plate, and it's 0-1. And a good eye there. Swings and misses. And that is strike 2. And that one off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the White Sox. Still no score. And welcome back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Gordon Coleman. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Go ahead run on base. Jerry Lynch next up for the Blue Jays. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
1-1.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field, so that definitely felt good. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And that bunted towards third. Goodman tossed to second, over to first, safe.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Now the third baseman, number 13, rolled out to second in his first at bat. Ball one low. The pitch. On the ground, 2 ball. Feed to second, that's 1, and that's 2.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Back here at the ballpark, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the DH, number 17.
Number 17.
And a pitch. That one missed.
You know, these White Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
That's inside. And now 3-1. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Post settles under it. Makes the grab, 1 down.
The right fielder, number 7.
Jim Rivera digs in now. His first at bat was a strikeout. Good eye right there. Next pitch misses inside. Now 2-0.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at bat strikeout.
Comebacker to the mound. And that one handled in there safely.
Got himself in great position and couldn't have played that one any better, but just stood no chance with that great speed running down the line.
So digging in, Luis Aparicio. In there for strike 1. Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Throw. Save.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
The pitch. Check swing, but he went too far. 1-2. Rivera, the runner at second with 1 away. Next pitch downstairs, and the count is 2-2. And just misses with that one.
That's a really good take.
Nelly Fox up next for the White Sox. Man at second. Check swing, appeal to first. No swing. He held up just enough. That's ball 4.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound. But, you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this. But he's going to have to buckle down right here.
2 on, 1 out. Nelly Fox steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one's in there, 0-1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Jim Maloney is loosening up. This would be his first appearance for the club. And now the count is even.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the righty deals.
1 and 2.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Fights that one away, still 1 and 2. The pitch. That's down and in.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
The next offering misses, and the count is filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Got him swinging for the K. Snuck the fastball by him.
Up next for the White Sox.
Jim Landis, the next to hit, 1 for 2.
Landis.
And first offering is fouled off. Righty to the plate. Curveball drops in there. First and second, 2 down. That hits the dirt, and it's 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Rips one to right, down the line, and it's foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two outs.
Oh.
Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. 3-2 now. Number 8 up next. Three and 2 now. Popped up. Chacon gets there. He's under it. Makes the catch. And that will end the inning. White Sox strand a couple, and we're still knotted at 0. Welcome back to Comiskey Park. And now, Johnny Edwards.
Johnny Edwards.
And here it comes. And a strike.
Well, these Blue Jays need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
The 1-1. And that one fouled off. The 1-2. And that misses off the outside edge.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Next offering is downstairs. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's the second baseman, Chacon. Way outside, and that's ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Two balls, no strikes to count.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Squirts away a little bit, and the runner holds. And a 3-1 on the way. And that clips the inside corner.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Nobody out. Runner at first. On a line. One away.
The batter, number 10.
Now, number 10.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Going one. Kicks and fires. Ground ball to first, could be 2. Slings to second. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. And we still have no score. Welcome back, and now number 8. Hunt back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand batter waits. And that one is lifted in the air. Number 28 on the move to his right. Hauls it in after a long run. And there's one down.
Now batting, number 10.
Number 10 steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jay Hook getting ready to go. Jones warming up as well. And a foul ball left side. The 0-2. High fly ball right field. Robinson ranging back. And a couple of quick outs.
The third baseman, number 6, Billy Goodman.
Here's the third baseman, Billy Goodman. That pitch clips the outside corner. 0-1. And there's a curve through for a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the 0-2. Popped up. Brings it in. And that is that. Back here at Comiskey Park, top of inning number 7. And now for the Jays, number 28. The pitch. That one finds the corner, and that is strike 1.
Some guys are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
0-1. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Frank Robinson next up for the Blue Jays. That clips the inside corner for a strike. And now the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Line drive caught.
Man, he really turned on that one. Absolutely ripped it towards third, but quick cat-like reflexes down there at the hot corner to bring it down.
And next for Toronto, Gordon Coleman. That's to third. Goodman gathers and throws to first. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. And we still have no score. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Sherman Jones.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
So digging in, Al Smith.
For the White Sox, the left fielder, Al Smith.
The wide to kick the pitch. And that's too high.
1 ball, no strike.
Out there to center. Number 28 drifts towards it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Now batting, number 17.
Next is the designated hitter, number 17. And that's outside. Check swing. He held up. And now 2-0.
Nice job to keep the hands back on that one. Out in front just a little bit.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And that misses upstairs. Now 3-0.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And the right-hander deals. And there's ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Now it's the right fielder, Jim Rivera. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
And it's 1-1. 1 away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
In the dirt, 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Next offering upstairs. Luis Aparicio waiting for a turn at the plate. Payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
In the air, left field. Post makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So first and second with 2 outs. And up next for Chicago, Nelly Fox, 1 for 3. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
First pitch changeup, he gets a called strike. You got to really know who that hitter is at the plate in order to throw that pitch again and again.
Check swing went around, and the count is 0-2. Good eye right there.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Next pitch misses. And that's ball 2.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Left-hand hitter waits. And now it's filled up. Jim Landis waits on deck. Payoff pitch. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
2 outs, bases full. And now it's going to be Jim Landis. Just missed.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
And the 1-0. And fouled off. Bases loaded, 2 down.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And welcome back. And now here is Jerry Lynch. And the pitch. That's in for a strike. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Number 27 up and throwing. Moore getting cranked up as well. The 0-1.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
And the righty deals. Ball 1 there.
0-2 count. You've got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get chased there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Fly ball down the line. Dunks one into left. So a change being made at first base. And on to run for the Blue Jays. Number 19. No outs. Runner at first. Wally Post next up for the Blue Jays. And he pops up the bunt. Makes the catch. 1 down.
The batter, number 13.
So up next for Toronto, number 13. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
1 away, tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. There's a strike at the knees.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Kicks and deals.
2-2.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. Good feed, that's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Johnny Edwards. He's 0 for 1. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw safe. Runner leads away at second. Chopped in the ground. Goodman slings it across. Third out, and that ends the frame. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. And we still have no score. Back here at the ballpark. Now here is number 8.
The first baseman, number 8.
And he deals. Ball 1 on a pitch inside.
1 ball, no strike.
And he chases that one below the zone. In the air, left side. Makes the grab, and there's one away.
Now batting, number 10.
Number 10 steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that's in there for strike one. And down on strikes he goes. 2 away.
The third baseman, number 6.
And now Billy Goodman. In there, and it's 0-1. And a curve is down and in.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Down in order go the White Sox. It's the 9th, and we are tied. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 27.
Number 27.
So the batting order turns over. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Chacon. And a pitch. And there's a ball. That's in there. And the count 1-1. Swings and misses at one down below the zone.
Great deception with the change up there, and it's all about arm speed. If that arm speed can look just like the fastball, a lot of times you'll get that hitter to swing and miss.
Got him looking. Now one gone in the 9th.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Number 10 next up for the Blue Jays. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. The pitch. That's a little bit low. Movement in the bullpen. Ken McBride appears to be getting loose. The wind and the pitch. That clips the corner.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
One, two now. Good job to fight that one off. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. And a ball evens the count. And now the count filled up 3-2.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
3-2 now. And he walked him.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
One down, runner at first. And now for the Jays, number 28. There's a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
The pitch. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second, there's one. Double play. And that sends us to the bottom of the 9th. We are tied. 3 up, 3 down that time. Bottom part of the order. 7, 8, 9. 2 up in inning number 9. And we still have no score. Bill Henry takes over on the mound. Not many pitchers have it, but he'll break out a screwball from time to time.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 44, Bill Henry.
And here is Al Smith.
For the White Sox, the left fielder, Al Smith.
Here comes a pitch. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Jay Hook, the closer of the staff, is throwing. The 0-1. Fought off foul. And a pitch. That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swings and misses, struck him out. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
So now a pinch hitter, John Romano. And this is a big at bat in this ball game.
John Romano.
In for a strike. It's 0-1. Popped up to the left into foul ground. He's got it. There's 2 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And now the right fielder, Jim Rivera. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Post. Heading to the alley. Reaching for it and brings it in. Welcome back. Now it's the right fielder, Frank Robinson.
Frank Robinson.
The pitch. Strike 1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Going to count 1-2. And now 2-2. Right-handed reliever. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Gordon Coleman next up for the Blue Jays. Swings through that one. 0-1. The wind of the pitch. And takes low for ball 1. Righty to the plate. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling, and you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
So 2 down now, and here is number 19. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Kicks and fires. Pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Not even close there. And the count is 3-1. Wally Post to bat next. All tied up here in extra innings. Ripped on a line. Nice grab on the run. And that is the inning. Welcome back to Comiskey Park. We're in extras here. Digging in, Luis Aparicio. The pitch. On the ground to third. Oh, look at the stop. And very nicely done for the out.
A quick move to his left, fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. Up with it, then a strong, accurate throw across the diamond to complete this highlight play.
Nelly Fox steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one lifted to left. Post brings it in, and there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 1.
Jim Landis steps to the plate for the White Sox. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss. 1-2. This one in the air, center field. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Now we go to the 11th. Leading off, Wally Post.
Wally.
The right-hander back to work. There's the strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Going 2 now. On the ground, out to short. Fires across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, number 13.
Number 13 now at the plate. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Landis under it. Puts the squeeze on that one. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting,
Johnny Edwards next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. And that one pulled foul. Two down, nobody on. That one just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Next one is off the plate. 2-2. Him looking, that's a strikeout. So they go quietly there. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we still have no score. Jay Hook will take over here.
number 47. Yeah. Good.
So here's the cleanup hitter,
Leading
number
off
8.
for the White Sox, the first baseman, number 8.
And here it comes. And there's the strike. Swing and a bouncer. Zips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Now here is number 10.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that's a strike. Laser could be extra bases. Makes it to second. The winning runs in scoring position with 1 gone.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So up next for Chicago, Billy Goodman. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Snags it for the second out.
The left fielder, number 23, Al Smith.
Next to hit, Al Smith. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Smoked on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first. That's the third out. Back now, we're in extras. And there's a new arm on the mound, Ray Moore.
Number 29.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Chacon getting ready to hit.
Number 21.
The wide to kick the pitch. Ball one, no strikes. That catches the corner.
21.
And now 2-1.
2-1.
And a pitch. And that's outside. Number 10 on deck for the Blue Jays. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Exactly what they needed him to deliver there. A quality at bat. Now the pressure's on to find a way to get him home.
Go ahead run on base. Number 10 next up for the Blue Jays.
Leadoff man is on. You got to be looking for the bunt here. Trying to get him into scoring position.
Here comes the 0-1. And a sac bunt here. Tosses to first, out on the sac bunt. Number 28 will hit next.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on. Have the force at second, first. Perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
And there's a foul ball. Righty delivers. Just missed. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. And that one moves his feet. And the right-hander deals. Slapped foul. And now it's 3-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
And the pitch. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Frank Robinson. And ball one to the right fielder.
1-0.
Two down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Line, and that's a base hit. Heading for the plate. He'll score easily. On the board first, it's 1-0.
I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's going to be Gordon Coleman. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
The batter, number 19.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, number 19. 0 for 1 so far. Going 1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
And that one in the air center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And the inning is over. The Jays push across a run on this double. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. New pitcher now for the Jays, number 39.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Well, 1-run game. And now the DH, John Romano. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. And he deals. Ripped, but it curls foul. Next pitch is outside. And now it's even 1-1. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now back, right fielder, Rivera.
And now the right fielder, Jim Rivera. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. In there for strike 1. On the ground to the left. Throws across the diamond. White Sox down to their final out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Luis Aparicio.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Next one misses, and 1-1. A 1-run lead, and here in extra innings. High fly ball out to center field. Number 28 under this one. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays finally put an end to this one in 12.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the guy standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these guys did on the mound today.
1-0 the final. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.